Hey guys, welcome back to the Haven at Home. This is episode 10, and we have an awesome day in store for you. Lots of animals and a big ark and lots of activities. So we're gonna get right into it.
What's up, guys? Have you guys ever heard of something called the escape game? The escape game is a really cool game for adults where you get locked in a room for 1 hour and there's a bunch of clues in the room, but you have to try to figure out how to escape using the clues. It sounds like fun, but it actually can be really tough. For some of you guys, it might sound like fun, but for some of you, it might get really cramped and you might get claustrophobic and it gets really hot and gross in there. Well, now imagine if I had packed up all animals at home, drove to the nearest farm and gathered all of them and put them in there with you. Do you think that would make it better or worse? Worse, right? I mean, animals smell bad, they're hairy, they're like kind of gross. And if you've ever been to a petting zoo, you might know that. I mean, nobody likes being in a small place with lots of animals. Well, today we're going to talk about a guy who was kind of stuck in that situation. Now let's go to the Bible Corner. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Bible Corner. Today we're going to be talking about Noah's Ark, so I'm going to read that story here for you guys. In the time when Noah was alive, no one but Noah and his family were obeying God's commandments. God was very upset about this. God told Noah to build a large boat or ark because he was going to make it rain until all the earth was flooded and there was nothing left alive. God told Noah how to build the ark. If Noah and his family were in the ark when the rain came, they would be safe. Noah began building the ark. Noah didn't know when it would rain or if the ark would float. There were times when he was anxious and worried about the future, but he obeyed God anyway. Shortly before the rain began, God told Noah to bring his family and two of every kind of creature, male and female, into the ark. As soon as all the creatures in Noah's family were in the ark, it began to rain. It rained for 40 days and nights. The whole earth was flooded and everything died that wasn't in the ark. Many days after the rain stopped, Noah, his family, and all of the living creatures in the ark stepped out of the ark onto dry land. When Noah came out of the ark, he was so thankful God saved his family that he took time to honor God and thank him for giving him a future. God was very pleased with Noah and promised never to flood the earth again. So even when Noah wasn't sure about what he was supposed to do with building the ark and grabbing all of the creatures on the earth, he still trusted God and his plan. And like I said, it kind of reminds us of the escape game. I'm sure it's really hard for Noah and his family to be in that boat with all of those creatures for that long of time, but he did, and he trusted God through the process.
All right, hey guys, welcome to Crafts. In our story, we remember that God promised never to flood the earth again, and when he did that, he provided a big rainbow. So we're going to be making a sort of a rainbow today in order to remember that God keeps his promises. So first, we're going to use that half a plate from the last episode that we had, and if you don't have a half a plate, you can just make a half a plate. We're going to cut this into a cloud shape. And then we're going to take a piece of paper, cut it into long strips, and color them each a different color of the rainbow, and then attach them here, like this. And then we're going to write, God keeps his promises, to remind us that that is always true. So Justin and I are going to do that now, and we'll see you with the final product. Alright guys, so I hope that your cloud rainbow reminder thing has turned out as good as ours did. I'm very happy with this one actually. So now we're going to head over to Caitlin for our Music Minute.
Now we realize that we've been in quarantine for a while now, and we may still have some burdens that we're struggling with, right? Some difficult things while we're still in quarantine for a little bit longer. So today we're going to go back and cast those back on Jesus. You remember the song we did a little while ago? So it's going to be cast your burdens onto Jesus, for he cares for you. And you do that again, cast your burdens onto Jesus, for he cares for you. And you're going to lift higher and stomp lower, okay? Let's try it. Ready? Cast your burdens onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Cast your burdens onto Jesus, for he cares for you. storming outside, and I know when I'm stuck at home that I like to get outside because it's fresh air and it's fun to go outside. So I'm going to cast my thunderstorms onto Jesus, all right? Cast your thunderstorms onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Cast your thunderstorms onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Higher, 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 lifting Jesus higher. Lower, 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 stomping Satan lower. Good job. All right, Jana, what would you like to cast onto Jesus today?
I miss my friends, so I'm going to cast that on Jesus.
All right, cast my missing my friends onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Cast my missing my friends onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Higher, 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 lifting Jesus higher. Lower, 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 stomping Satan lower. All right, one more. It's your turn now. Think of that thing you want to cast onto Jesus today and shout it out when it's time. Ready? Cast your onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Cast your onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Higher, 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 lifting Jesus higher. Lower, 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 stomping Satan lower. Yeah, all right, good job, guys. Thank you.
Hey guys, so for this video we're talking about Noah's Ark. So we have a fun game for you called the Doves and Olives Branches game. So for this you're going to need your parents, and if there's anyone else in the house you want them to play as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to designate one person to be Noah. And Noah's going to find anything in the house that they can hide. So the game, it says branches and olives, or olive branches, but you can use pens, pencils, just anything that's laying around that you can hide. So while you're hiding in the play area, you're going to hide these things in a play area, and no one can be in the room. And when you're done hiding, you want everyone to come back in the room or your play area, and you'll say, okay, bring me branches. So everyone that's not Noah is going to go out and look for the branches, or in this case, the pins. So once you find the pins, or the branches, you're going to bring them back to Noah, and then you're going to play a new game, but you can designate who you want to be the new Noah. And then that new Noah is going to restart the process by hiding the pins. Thank you for joining me and Rick.
Awesome. Thanks for coming to another fabulous episode of The Haven at Home. We did some awesome crafts. We heard a great song from Caitlin as always, and Justin gave us an awesome lesson. So we'll see you next week for more Haven at the Home.